G'day mates, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, I have to cover the crazy new team splits we've had in EU and NA East. We had Rezon, Vadeal and Noahreyli confirm their splitting, but because there were some other tweets that looked like jokes, a lot of people couldn't figure out whether it was real or not. I'm going to get to the bottom of it. Why did they split and who are they now playing with? We also have confirmation that Clix, Mackwood and Bucke have split up as a team as well. There's less information there, but I want to go through what we do know and who they might be playing with and why they split up. Also, we have our first NA East tournament of the season, or one of the first major tournaments over the next few days, with TNA announcing their $16,000 tournament, which 3 of the OCE boys, Muzz, Luda, and Speedy, will actually be competing in. So I'm super excited. I'm going to cover all those details at the end of the video. Let's talk about Noahreyli, Rezon, and Vadeal before we talk about Clix's team. So first off, we got a tweet from Vadeal saying, looking for duo and trio, DM me plus ratio. It looked like an impression farm. A lot of people in the comments thought it was an impression farm, but I thought it was an impression farm. It happened when I was live on stream, but then things started to get a little bit more real. We then had Vadeal tweet out that Rezon had blocked him, but again, blocking someone for a screenshot for a bit of impressions, that's nothing new. Just get some attention, have some fun. Then we had Vadeal tweet out a photo of him playing with Yanis and Aqua, and at that point I was like, okay, it's not real, it's an impression farm. These guys have talked about splitting in the past, but I'm just gonna move on from it. But then we had a tweet that looked a lot more convincing. Pink tweeted out, me and Nebs are looking for one to try with for next couple days, as Vino is trying with Noah and Rezon. Need someone who has a good mentality to improve and can play a lot, DM me. That isn't an impression farm at all. Like, there is no reason for them to tweet that. I don't really know. Like, that is pretty much just, it's happened. It looks like Noahreyli, Rezon, and Vadeal have split. When I was talking to my chat, a lot of people saying this, that unfortunately it looks like Vadeal does clash with Noah and Rezon. They do have a few arguments. There is a bit of chemistry issues there. This is why, if you guys remember, after not last FNCS, the one before, despite them doing really well, they split up. They ended up getting back together before the season started, but it looks like they've split yet again. And this does make me a bit sad. I think this trio has a ridiculous amount of potential. I mean, just most recently in the tournament we had a few days ago, the G2 Esports $20,000 tournament, they came fourth. They were 1 place off money. They were like 2 points behind. They looked really, really good. Also, at the same time, a lot of people are saying that has to do with their drop spot. They are getting contested by Tayson's team. Maybe they don't want that. Maybe there's some drama there. I don't really buy that. I think if any team was not scared of being contested, it's going to be Noahreyli, Rezon, and Vadeal. They are unarguably the best fighting trio in the world. I would say you guys maybe can argue with that, but honestly, these guys are freaks of nature when it comes to fighting. Yes, they might have some other issues when it comes to their chemistry or their decision making, but they're a disgusting on spawn team, and they could go on alpha any other drop if they didn't want to fight Tayson. So it's an odd one for me. It's an interesting one. I'm still not 100% convinced, because none of the guys have really tweeted anything specifically. We will know in the next few days when we have scrims and stuff on that maybe we'll get some heads up. This could change. Don't take this as set in stone. They said they hated each other. There was so much drama. There's no way they don't get back together. They've already split up and got back together once. I wouldn't be surprised to see them do it again, but it's not a good sign coming into FNCS. We've only got about a month till FNCS. We've got a week until Cash Cups. Like, they're gonna have to figure something out soon. Now, Clix, Bucke, and Mackwood. This is a different one. This is a tougher one, and I have to admit, straight out the gate, I don't have a lot of information on this one. The main thing we're going off is if you go into Bucke's chat and you !trio, it says looking for a third, which means they have dropped Clix. Mackwood and Bucke are looking for one more. Now, a lot of what I'm about to say, I am basing off chat, and I know it's not great to trust Twitch chat, but I was having this conversation with a few thousand people watching NA East Pro Scrims today, and everyone collaborated and said that this was right. Like, they pretty much, I didn't get anyone saying no, that's fake. The reason why I can't get the information is because none of them have tweeted it, and all of them, when they stream, their VODs are automatically deleted. Their clips are off so they don't get DMCA striked. So a lot of this information you have to hear live in their stream, and as much as I would love to, I can't just sit in the pro streams all day to get the information. So just a heads up, this could be false, but based on the one piece of evidence we have being Bucke's command and a lot of stuff I'm hearing in the community, people are saying that while Bucky did say he wanted to stream every single FNCS, he was completely fine with Clix streaming and all that. It looks like Mackwood specifically is having issues with streaming, and he has had issues in the past with streaming. So the story does fit. I don't think any of us are surprised to see this. Everyone's been asking me, how's Clix's team going in scrims? How are they looking? Are they looking good? The only days they streamed, they were kind of messing around, having fun. And then when they were streaming it properly, it looked like their biggest issue was Storm Surge routes. I talked about this already. They're dropping a far north zone with Storm Surge being so ridiculous this season. Launch pads, chug cannons, all that. They just weren't able to find their Surge tags, which I don't think is a reason to split up as a team. I'm sure that's not the only reason. If Mackwood doesn't want to stream events, I don't think Clix is going to give up streaming. Like, he has his ups and downs. It's not tournament season right now, so it looks like Clix really isn't streaming that much. Maybe he could just drop it all together, but financially, career-wise, it doesn't make any sense unless Clix just really wants to place that badly. He's obviously going to make more money from streaming. He's going to have a better long-term career from streaming. I know it's not all about the money in the career. Maybe Clix just really wants to win an FNCS, but I just can't see it working if Clix doesn't give up streaming, and I just can't see Clix giving up streaming, and I hope he wouldn't as well. And I got to make this clear, if that is the case, no disrespect or hate towards Mackwood. People always get funny about, why wouldn't you want to play with a streamer? Like, Clix is so famous, you'll get heaps of views and lots of clout. Some of these guys just are competitors. Mackwood, yeah, he jokes around on social media. Yeah, he messes around with streams here and there. But for the most part, Mackwood just likes competing, and streaming is a massive disadvantage. If you play on stream, you are at a disadvantage, whether it's because it makes you guys feel more nervous because there's an audience listening. Maybe you feel more nervous because if you mess up, there's viewers watching you, they'll make fun of you. Maybe it's just stream sniping. Like, there's a lot of downsides to streaming, and I feel like it messes a lot of teams' mentalities. Like, just playing scrims or playing tournaments, as soon as one player on the team's streaming, they always think when they get focused in a bad situation or something goes wrong, they were being stream sniped. A lot of the times that might be the case, but even if it's not, them having that excuse to fall on will make them not actually look at and learn why something went wrong. And I have a tendency to do as a streamer as well. You think everyone's stream sniping you when you're having a bad day. You do actually have a lot of real stream snipers, so when you get pushed by a weird player who's not stream sniping, you just fall back on the, oh, it's a stream sniper. So there are a lot of disadvantages. I don't think Epic's going to have any way around this. It's a conversation I've had a lot in the past. So again, maybe they're still together. Maybe it's just Bucky's command and he's just trolling, but it does seem to be real, and we haven't heard anything from this team. I've been watching scrims the last few days. I haven't seen them once in the feed. I haven't seen them once winning a game or doing anything, so it would make sense. Last but not least, we have one of our first major tournaments of the new season for NA. We had the G2 Cup for EU. Team New Age has put out a $16,000 tournament. It's a 2-day tournament. It's $6,000 on Thursday, July 8th for duos, $1,000 to the winning duo of each game. So not a conventional tournament. It's just basically 6 games. Whoever wins gets $1,000 each game. That's it. But Friday, July 9th is a trios tournament, $10,000 prize pool. So that'll be split up obviously between like 1st to 5th or however they split it up. I don't have the exact prize pool split, but that's a big tournament with lots of money. And one of the main reasons TNA is putting this on is the new TNA trio has hit the block. They're there. We have Muzz, Luda, and Speedy in North America now. They're at the TNA house. Muzz has left, actually, as of me filming this video, I think he left about 4 or 5 hours ago. I was talking to him today. He will be arriving tomorrow, so I think he's going to be all set to play this tournament. As for the duos, I'm not exactly sure how that's going to go. It's only in a couple of days. Muzz and Speedy are a duo. Luda doesn't actually fit into that. I don't know if Luda's going to find a duo for this. Maybe he's not there. Speedy and Luda have already been there for a few days. I did hear their computers weren't getting in until Friday, which is after this event, but I can't see TNA putting on a $16,000 tournament and not have their new recruits playing in it from OCE. A lot of you guys have been asking me what's my thoughts on that. How do I think they'll go? I think Muzz, Luda, and Speedy were our best team to send. They've won the last 2 FNCSs in a row. Speedy will get them into shape. If they're not, my only concern is a drop spot. So far, it looks like the guys actually have a lot more respect overseas than what I thought they would get. They've won 2 FNCSs, yes, I know, but OCE tends to not get a lot of respect in the other bigger regions. But Luda's been playing scrims with Arkham. He's been playing games with Reed. It looks like they're all kicking off, and I don't know how they're going to go with a drop spot, though. Like, playing together is one thing, but I don't think if they want to roll up to Retail Row or anywhere like that, is a team just going to leave? I don't know. Their drop in OCE was lazy Lazy Lake for the last 2 seasons. That's where they've had all their success, but that would pit them against Stretch, Saf, and Kanata. And right now, from what I've seen in scrims, Stretch's team is doing the best of, I think, any team right now. They are dominating, and Stretch, Saf, and Kanata will not leave Lazy Lake for an OCE team. They just won't. So as far as how do I think they'll go this season, I think they'll do fantastically if they can find a decent drop spot. At this point, their best bet is probably doing what Scoped is doing. Scoped, Mikey, and Zlem are dropping dirty docks, practicing that in scrims, knowing it's going to be uncontested in FNCS right up until grand finals because Reverse 2K's team's already qualified. If Muzzlooter and Speedy can do that, maybe drop Slurpee Swarms, maybe one of the drops that is already free. Sorry, dropping Misty Meadows, maybe Center's team. You never know. It might be a good way to get into finals, but it's going to be risky. But I'm excited to watch it. I will be doing viewing parties for both these tournaments. I'm super excited, so I hope they do well. I mean, they've got big shoes to fill. The last time an OCE trio went to NA East, they won. They won a qualifying week. You had Zora win, I think, 2 Cash Cups, solo Cash Cups, and then you also had them come 10th, I think, in the finals. So they've got big shoes to fill, and I know they're feeling nervous, but I hope they can live up to it. Alright guys, that does it for another video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please chuck a like on it. Let me know in the comments section down below your thoughts on anything I said today. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. It would mean the world to me. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.